Hi YouTube. We're here with the ASW 28. Just wanted to show you how I've got all my settings here. I had to repaint that black thing. Canopy is supposed to not be real high quality. I've found that to be true. Okay, so rudder's pretty straightforward. This is going to be throttle stick. That's all the way down. That's 50%, and then from there up nothing changes. And that'll help to brake the plane's camber. Now I have a throttle cut on right now on that switch, so as you can see nothing happens to the prop. But I have my throttle curve set only past 50%, so when I get past about 50%, I'll try to get it in the shot here. Then my throttle will slowly start to engage. And you can see it's just barely, I think it's at so basically throttle cuts back on. So that's mode 1. Mode 2 puts it into a flapper on and flap configuration, and then mode 3 goes to a full landing flap with an exaggeration on the back switch there. The whole principal function of all this stuff is so that you can use the whole length of the wing while you're flying. Throttle will be about neutral when you're just gliding. And you can see the flaps, they move with the ailerons, and then the elevator goes up and down, and depending on the mode, the whole length will act as a flap. It's called a snap flap. Depending on the mode, there's increased output or decreased output. And it just all works together. It's really cool. But the big deal is just kind of like the rudder's about the only thing that doesn't have anything mixed. Pretty much every control surface is mixing together just about, and it's pretty cool because I didn't realize you could do that. And you can even change the picture on your glider. So anyway guys, this one I'm going to be running it with a 2200 milliamp 3S 60C. These snap clip thingies, they work pretty good, but so far I haven't figured out the best way to release them. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is kind of pulling the plastic of the canopy out, thus freeing up the little pluggy deal. I'm going to pause it and I'll come right back to you. Okay, so I got 3 of them done. I just want to break the glass. When I say the glass, I mean the plastic, the crappy thin plastic. And you can see I had to repaint this. If you get this, the black paint will be flaking off everywhere. And then I took a little bit of hot glue and just coated over the weakened areas. And I mean, I coated the crap out of this with a plastic Rust-Oleum product. Worked really good. You can see where I stuck my battery is actually up there. I've got this whole battery tray here, but it's not needed. The CG works out with the battery stuffed in over the top of the 2 metal spars. And then on this is a V2, so there's actually a little clip. You just push up on that and then the wing is allowed to release from the fuselage. And it works really nice. A little bit hard to get them in. I milled down this side. I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing both, but my hope is to maybe only have to remove the one wing, but who knows. The other thing is I haven't figured out how I'm going to do all my wires and stuff. Well, one of the guys on YouTube, I watched his video and he had combined the power and ground, and then had 2 different separate signal wires, so it worked really sharp for him. Excited to see how this flies. I really don't like the way that these look like mustaches when they're flying. I may take and paint the props white, depending on how it looks in flight. And I haven't covered up all the channels and stuff for servos, just in case I have problems. But another thing I'm not crazy about is that you've got this 2-piece mechanism here for the canopy. But for those of you that decide to do FPV, it'll be really nice because you can really easily take that apart and just plop your stuff right in there. So anyway, guys, real quick review. Oh, and then I should probably show you, this is I did a video earlier tonight. This is my Lemon RX DSM-2 10 channel. No stabilization, just a 10 channel. And then way back there, I have a Spectrum satellite that I just kind of threw in the back. Way back there. Guys, look how open this thing is. Isn't that crazy? Really high quality for being a Hobby King product. I'm super surprised. Very, very pleased with it. ASW 28. And this is what the box looks like. I've still got some decals here to put on tomorrow, but that's what it is. I think I ended up getting this for about $140 shipped, and then whatever that receiver was, like about 25 bucks. And then the satellite I stole off of another Spectrum receiver that needed to have 2 satellites to run, and so I cheated and tricked the receiver into believing that there are 2 attached, but there's not. So curious about that. I'll put a link to that video on this video. You can jump over there and figure out how to do that. It's really easy. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll have a maiden here coming next day or two, depending on weather. Don't forget to like and subscribe.